third person voted from Big Brother Columbus. Tori. Sorry, I need your torch.
I think Layla ended up voting with us, but I'm not too positive on that because I gotta vote. Bitch. I'm not sure who did that, but I think it actually might be Jalen. He seemed a little upset that I saw him find the idol clue. As soon as tribal was over, he turns to me and was like, "Oh my god, who voted for you?" And I was not having any of that shit because I was like, it was fucking you, bitch.
I told everyone I would vote for her, but I didn't want Tori to leave. And what I really don't like about the way that whole thing turned out is the team, at least the team seemed to agree to vote Tori off, and Tori and I killed our part of that challenge. And I don't think that was a fair call to make. I understand they were thinking of the game at large, but I don't think she was someone that should have left.
I've tried to play this, I'm falling asleep, I'm tired, I don't feel good, like, I'm wide awake, I'm woke. Jalen, my mind is always running, it's always on. I'll drink all the coffee I want to do, I'll nervous eat, and then like, oh my gosh, and I'll vote you out. Sorry, Tori.
Nice person, like, did not even want to vote her. I wanted to vote him, but whatever you do, you have to do. She came for me, so she had to go too.
All right, you go. Well, congratulations on surviving Friday.
For now, I think I've made some really strong alliances with stronger players that like me. Best case, I finally win in a HOH. I'd like to have a chance to be that and take myself out of that pawn position. I don't want to be a pawn any longer. I'm cool with it at the beginning when no one knows vibes. I'm obviously a nice person, but now it's time to okay, I have a couple of alliances. Let's start building that. Let's see where those take me. I really, being a person that grew up and got made fun of for my thick eyebrows, this whole thick eyebrow fad is my shit. Because everyone's like, I have to fill my eyebrows. Yeah. I'm not on fleek as yours are with the sharp angles, but
yeah, but mine are fleek as hell. You woke up like that.
I woke up like that. And so one day I wake up, one of them's like, what? I'm also very interested to see where Layla goes. I like her a lot, and I think she's a very interesting player to be a deer in headlights.
That's a common thing for me is
I don't really want to call myself a floater because I feel like I have tried to talk to everybody and had conversations with everybody. I'm just going to keep my social game going, get my allies going, maybe solidify a couple of alliances or one or two, whatever, solidify some more solid people and then just see how it goes. My social game is on point right now. So you know what? Woof.
Trying to rally the non-Ohioans together because there's 6 of us. So Final 6 works for me. I have a relationship solidified with Jessica, but I also have the final 3 with Jalen and Lance. So the only people left in that would be Kyle and Tim, and I feel like me and Kyle are great.
From the beginning of the game, we were in a room with all the people outside of Columbus, and we talked about how we didn't want someone who traveled very far to go home first or go home early.
We kind of had an agreement within the first little bit of the game where the people that came from outside of Ohio were going to kind of protect each other a little bit. At least there were 6 of us that were talking about it.
The 6 of us seem to have some sort of final 6 maybe. Of course that's not going to be the final 6 and someone's probably going to backstab, but we'll see.
Hello, Houseguests. As you know, millennials are killing the cable industry, opting instead for free or specialized online streaming services. This hasn't gone unnoticed by us corporate bigwigs, who now need not only to find services willing to stream our under-budgeted, unoriginal, and uninspired serialized shows, but also to learn how to properly capitalize on the market of the shortest of attention spans now being wielded by the distracted, disjointed, hopeless youth of today. Well, we are proud to provide you with the introduction of our clickbaity, poorly researched, and haphazardly produced streaming channel for Fish TV. Houseguests, the power is up for grabs. The name of this competition is Fish TV Online. You will be asked a series of questions based on Fish TV's viral video. The answer to these questions will either be A or B. Whoever answers the most questions correctly will be crowned this week's head of household. So good luck, because this competition starts now.
Welcome to Fish TV's premier online channel, The Fish List. We stream fresh content and publish brand new top 5 countdown videos every day. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, comment, follow, blood ritual sacrifice, and subscribe for more great content. Today we'll be counting down These days, millennials are buying less prepackaged and processed foods, preferring healthier alternatives. We recently caught up with some millennials on the street who had this to say about their dietary choices. So, define the millennial diet. What are millennials eating these days?
Well, we don't really eat anything that isn't free-range, vegetarian-fed, grass-fed.
Fair trade, organic, GMO-free, local, especially very important.
Sustainably raised.
Yes.
Gluten-free, carb-free, fat-free.
Hormone-free, sugar-free, doesn't cast a shadow.
Vaccine-free,
Yes.
nitrate-free, nitrite-free.
What do you guys eat?
Ass. Mostly.
Eat ass. Yeah, lots of ass.
Not only are millennials eating clean, but they're helping each other do it too. In the past 5 years, the number of food bloggers and video channels has skyrocketed. Let's take a look at one now.
So, I used to eat processed foods, like these brats. Gross. String cheese? Oh my. Diet Coke? I had about 20 a day. Yuck. So now that I'm in shape, all I do is meal prep. Salad, salad, salad. Ooh, this looks too good to resist. Just a little taste. I love sourcing all of my fruits and vegetables from my own local garden.
Millennials hate napkins and are using paper towels at the dinner table instead. Let's eavesdrop on 2 millennials on a first date to see this phenomenon in action.
Pardon me for interrupting. Your first course will be out in just a couple minutes. The mussels have a beautiful sauce. I didn't know if you like any napkins for the table.
Absolutely not. I brought my own, thank you very much.
I love you.
Millennials aren't buying houses, choosing instead to rent apartments. And while most agree it's due to their low wages and unfair job prospects, baby boomers claim it's due to millennials' addiction to eating avocado toast. We caught up with 2 millennials on the street who shared their financial story with us.
So, who are you guys?
We're roommates. We've been trying for a while to buy a house together.
We've been living in a really cute apartment for about 3 years, but the neighborhood's filling up with normies and uggos. We're trying to move to the bottoms. It hasn't been gentrified yet.
There's a really nice new brunch place I want to try there.
Oh yeah, and I heard they have a coffee shop that's also a thrift store.
Well, I mean, the problem is that we've gotten denied by the bank 3 times now for a loan, so it's just really unfair. We've done everything we could with our budget.
Yeah, we've been cutting back. We've cut the cord. I'm thrifting more. Oh, we cancel our cell phones?
Just mail now, snail mail. I've also cut down to $500 a week on avocado toast.
I couldn't go below $650.
I know, it's really racist against millennials.
Have you tried not eating avocado toast?
I don't see it for me, but okay.
Studies show millennials have turned their back on traditional tobacco cigarettes in favor of vaping. Traditional cigarette sales have fallen to an all-time low, while vape stores are opening in record numbers.
Well, I used to be a smoker, and I just realized that it's gross, you know? So I decided to pick up vaping, and it's been vape life all the way since there. You can't smoke indoors. What are you doing? So inconsiderate. I like to whip out my vape pretty much anywhere I go, show all the people that I'm representing Vape Nation.
What's the biggest vape cloud you ever ripped?
Oh man, it was this huge vape cloud. It's like the size of a fucking cumulonimbus.
The final nail in the coffin for Big Tobacco was when pop princess Litany Spears released her breakout single, Hit My Vape. After the release of the music video, tobacco sales sank into the negatives, while stock in vaping-related products hit an industry high.
As someone in the public spotlight, I have to speak out. Smoking kills, but vaping is cool. These cigarettes are killing me. Hit My Vape is a song everyone can relate to. Everyone's been hitting their vape, and the song's called Hit My Vape, so everyone can relate to it. Hit my vape one more time. Oh baby, baby, the reason I vape is you. Millennials have abandoned traditional brick-and-mortar stores in favor of shopping online. While convenience is a factor, millennials also claim that they've stopped supporting major businesses like Walmart due to their unfair wages and working conditions. To thank millennials, Amazon recently announced the debut of Amazon Instant, the successor to Amazon Prime. We've got the commercial debut for Amazon Instant right here.
I shop at Amazon like all good millennials do. But you know what I can't stand? Waiting for 2 full days of shipping. When I want it right now, it's mine! That's why I use Amazon Instant.
What's Amazon Instant?
Yeah, get away from me. With Amazon Instant, I can order my package online and get my stuff instantly. What should I buy? Ooh, a new book.
Wow, fresh produce on Amazon Instant? Who knew?
It's opening night and I can't find my wig. Amazon Instant. Thanks, Amazon Instant.
I'm out of shampoo, but with Amazon Instant, I can order it now. Thanks, Amazon Instant.
Deanna's not gonna make it to the barbecue. She was supposed to bring the blender for the margaritas. I know, I'll just use Amazon Instant. Thanks, Amazon Instant.
I've been looking forward to beach day, but I forgot my sunscreen. I'll just use Amazon Instant. Thanks, Amazon Instant.
Amazon Instant. Because we don't agree with Walmart's business practices.
And we're too lazy to look up Amazons.
Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments section. As always, the comments section is a civil, friendly environment where no one takes anything too seriously and everybody's opinion is valid. And thanks for watching The Fish List on Fish TV.
Question 1. How many times was any variation of the word vape, such as vaping or vaped, said or sung? A, 15, or B, 16?
Vaping. Vape stores.
Vaping and vape life. Vape.
Vaping.
Vaping, vape.
Answers, please. Question 2. What was the first line of Britney Spears' song, Hit My Vape? A, these cigarettes I cannot breathe, or B, these cigarettes are killing me. Answers, please. Thank you. Question 3. How many times was the line, "Thanks Amazon Instant," said? Was it A, 4 times, or B, 5 times?
Thanks, Amazon Instant.
Thanks, Amazon Instant.
Thanks, Amazon Instant.
Thanks, Amazon Instant.
Answers, please. Question 4. What were the names of the 2 millennials who talked about their foods? A, Harrison and Carlos, or B, Garrison and Charles? Answers, please. Question 5. What were the names of the millennials who talked about the housing market? A, Amanda and Chloe, or B, Amber and Zoe? Answers, please. Question 6. What did Amber cut her avocado toast budget down to? A, $500 a week, or B, $650 a week?
I couldn't go below $650. I know, it's really racist against millennials.
Answers, please. Question 7. What does Mark say is the biggest cloud he's ever vaped? A, a nimbostratus, or B, a cumulonimbus?
The size of a fucking cumulonimbus.
Answers, please. Question 8. What did the narrator tell the audience to do after they listed blood ritual sacrifice? A, subscribe, or B, share?
Blood ritual sacrifice. And subscribe.
Answers, please. All right. So, out of 11 questions, we had 2 people get 10 correct.
Wow.
Jalen and Layla.
Wow.
So, we will be going to a tie break. The one who is closest without going over will be the head of household. In minutes and seconds, how long was the Fish TV video? All right, answers please. 9 minutes and 20 seconds and 5 minutes and 16 seconds. The correct time was 9 minutes and 8 seconds. Layla, you are the new head of household.
The competition favored my style more in that it was academic. It was just memorization and paying attention and comprehension. So bringing back that 4.5 from high school, bringing it into the comp, served me well.
I mean, if you have your decision made, I guess you don't really, but... No, I don't have any. Then you should...
I guess I realized as I woke up this morning that I keep saying that I've been winging it, but I think I think I'm even fooling myself when I say that because I realize every person that's been head of household that has told me to vote in a certain way, I've voted against them every single time. I haven't followed anybody's instructions. So I feel like if I have a plan, it's even unknown to me right now.
We can light up station somewhere and let them do.
I will probably do some one-on-ones with people and see what they're thinking and then just kind of ping pong from there.
So what are you thinking? What's your strategy?
I don't have one. My whole strategy the whole time is like, don't have a strategy, don't get roped up in anything.
Smart. I'm pretty sure you voted for me yesterday, it's okay.
Between you and, I don't even know.
But both times.
How do you know?
Just, it is what it is after talking with everyone else.
Yeah. She confronted me with the fact that she knew that I had voted for her for the first 2 eviction rounds, which I was impressed by. So in an effort to win her favor and take myself off her radar, I told myself I wouldn't put her back on the block. I mean, and if I'm being honest, like, that opinion actually has changed. Things now I don't see as a threat anymore, and I did when you started, because I thought you did have a strategy, I thought you were up to something, and now I realize that's just who you are.
I'm just dumb.
But no, that's not what I mean. So you're actually being genuine, which I did not realize. Yeah.
Layla and I spoke. She told me she didn't think I was a threat. She said she initially thought that I was a threat. We'll see, the big guns are coming out. Got me a glass of wine. Feeling pretty good, let's go.
I would very much like to see my name on a key at least once this game.
You got a point there. Yeah.
At least once.
I can make that happen. Yeah,
Okay.
sure thing.
I'm good with whatever you want to do.
You're good with what I want to do. So.
As a girl, I empower women.
I guess my advice, whether it's me or not,
Yes, I
like,
appreciate any advice you've got.
I'd say try and pick people that you probably haven't had a close relationship with, you haven't talked to very much, and just throw them in the block and hope for the best.
I don't know if you have.
You're not on my radar at all. Yeah,
Really?
not to bullshit you.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're safe, bro.
well, thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, well, I mean,
Yeah, keep on keeping on.
what are you thinking for, like, do you have any targets, or, like, what are you thinking for nomination?
Honestly, I did have Tay on the table. Because him and I haven't talked that much.
Yeah.
He's quiet, which strikes me as very suspicious.
Yeah.
And not even that he's, like, strategically planning anything, but just that he's getting by through the weeks just because he's not causing a ruckus. Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah, it's not an approach that I like.
Yeah.
Like,
So where's your head at?
I've been telling everybody, like, I don't know.
You are a hard fucking read, girl.
That's what I think about you. I'm like, I don't know what to think about you either.
Layla and I don't vibe. She doesn't read me. I put a wall up with her. She's very reserved, and I try to be social. And not that she's, a bad person. Like, we just don't mesh for whatever reason, and it's biting me in the backside right now. Focus on your game right now. Figure out what you think is best. Because you're a strong-willed person. I feel like you're going to do what you want to do to get it done. And I'd love to be here. I want to, work with you and do a fight for you as much as I can. But it's your decision.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
I don't think she's as ignorant as she thinks she is. I don't think there's a true agenda yet, but I think she's starting to get some wheels turning and figure out what she wants to do.
Appreciate it. Sir?
Cool deal.
I have no idea. I'm gonna wing it like I've been doing the whole week. I'll just keep going with that method for right now. Are we done? Please, God, tell me we're done with this. I don't think I trust anybody. This is the nomination ceremony. One of my duties as head of household is to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. I will begin by pulling the first key. That person is safe. The next person will pull the next key, and so on until all of the keys have been pulled. 2 house guests without their keys have been nominated for eviction. The first person who is safe is Kyle. You want to say?
Next person safe? It's Jessica.
Next person safe is Jamie.
Becca.
Yes! You got a key! I got a key! Jalen.
Next person safe is Lance. The next person safe is Tim.
The last person safe is Kristen.
Yeah.
You get a key too.
Tay and Heather, I have nominated you both for eviction. The reasons I've done this is I don't think either of you are considered targets. I don't know that either of you have any agenda. I can't figure out what it is. And I feel both of you have very opposite personalities. So I like the contrast of putting you both on the block and seeing what the room thinks.
I think she's right on. I mean, I really haven't put my agenda out there yet. So I've kind of been playing the field, learning people, you know, trying to do the social game for sure.
The two nominees join me up front.
It sucks being nominated, but I knew it was coming. It was a very good move. It was a bold move for first thing Saturday morning, but a good move nonetheless, and I just got to campaign my ass off.
Lance.
Tim.
So what I said at the nomination meeting wasn't really far from the truth. I think their personalities are very different. I think they approach the room very differently, and I just wanted to kind of throw them both up against each other on the block and see what the room thought. Julie, one of the Julies, will tell us when the veto competition will begin. This nomination ceremony is adjourned. Thank you.
So ultimately, she put up Tay and Heather. Tay is definitely a strategic person, and he's calculated, and we have the same mindset of the game. With him being on the block, it's a good and bad for me because I feel like Tay would never put me up, at least at this point, but he definitely would strike at me before I strike at him.
When I talked with Layla after she won, I gave her some unsolicited advice. I mansplained nominations to her. Heather wasn't really on my radar, which I guess is why she put her up, which it was a really good call. She made a really good speech, and she's very impressive for someone who's never played or seen the show before.
I congratulate her. That was a good move. A bold move, but a good move.
It was bold. It was very bold. But it was smart. I was smart.
Yeah, I don't discredit her. I definitely think Layla and Kristen are in it together, which is fine. I mean, I've been targeting her for a little bit now, so hopefully that, you know, I can make my move soon and get my threats out and keep me here.
I just wonder what this. You know, I'm the only player that hasn't played in a veto comp. Just want to play one. Just want to play one.
Who's ready to play the veto competition? Follow me into the dining room where I will explain the rules to get started.
All of the people.
Hello, Houseguests. In 2017, Merriam-Webster added binge watch to their dictionary. That means to watch many or all episodes of a TV series in rapid succession. In this Power Veto competition, you'll be viewing images of various seasons of very binge-worthy streaming show. Shameless self-promotion. Big Brother Columbus seasons 1 through 4 are available on YouTube, with season 5 on its way in the future. The images around the house will be unaltered, but there will be images displayed on the television, one of which will be altered in some manner. The first house guest to buzz in with the correct answer will win the golden power of veto. But be sure you are right, as if you answer incorrectly, you are eliminated from the competition. So fire off the couch and get ready to tell Netflix that, yes, you are still watching, because it's time to play Binge Watch! Alright, house guests, start your engines. On your mark, get set, go! What?
5.
Congratulations, Heather. You have won the power veto.
I have been staring at those pictures since we walked in the door. Literally, I just randomly walk around and I just look at them and I saw it and then I was like, the first time I saw the picture, I knew it. And I was like, nope, stand here and make sure before you run around. So I can't believe I got it. Check myself off the block. Whoop, whoop. Yes.
Heather smoked all of us. She was there. She figured it out in like 5 seconds and stayed another 20 just to make sure that she was right. I had an interesting strategy where I considered just like randomly guessing, like running immediately to the buzzer, but I realized that the number I would have guessed wouldn't have been right anyway. So same result.
Just never needed something so bad in my life. Woo.
In all honesty, I didn't expect Heather to win the competition. I figured she would stay on the block. That was sort of a blindside when she did win, as quickly as she did.
I mean, do what you want.
Yeah.
When I went outside, I was the first person to speak to Layla post veto competence. She wanted to do lands, which is not good for my game, so I think I talked her out of it. I shared that info with Jalen and Jessica because I know they can sit on info and not really get or worry about it, but I'm not telling Lance because I don't want to fire him up and I don't want him to go after my dear Layla. So she wanted it. So you put Lance up, he's already won a competition. He stays in the eviction, he could win the next HOH and put you up. I'm like, your best bet right now is to put up Kristen. Because she's went up twice before. She will probably stay. She isn't going to win competitions or even be mad at you. By this point, everyone has nominated her. So, you know, you aren't the sole target of her if she happens to win HOH.
How's it going?
Alright, you ready?
I think so.
I don't want you to go. The person I'm going to put up next to I want to go home. Now that I'm in the position that I'm in, I do want Tay to stay. And it actually opened up the opportunity for me to do what I really wanted, which is to put Kristen back on the block and get her out.
The most strategic move, if I were in your shoes, I would make right now is, because obviously Heather's needs it on herself, take Kristen, fire her up.
That's exactly what that person said.
It's an easy target and guarantees my safety.
Really? You really think people will vote for her over you? Let's go.
I think I have enough numbers behind me to keep me over her. I'm confident I have numbers behind me to keep me here. I have a couple people in mind that I think might swing, but I think I have enough people behind me to keep me, you know, safe. Thanks for chatting with me. Circle.
Thank you. Fuck.
I don't envy you.
This is the veto meeting. Tay and I have been nominated for eviction, but I hold the power of veto one of those nominations. At this time, Tay may tell me why I should use the power of veto on you.
Obviously I want to stay in the game. We all do. It's your move. I know you're going to use it on you, so no hard feelings. Play your game. Do it to win it.
At this time, I have chosen to use the power of veto on myself. With that being said, Layla, as I have vetoed one of your nominations, you must now name a replacement.
Okay, definitely get him. As head BICTH, I've been advised to do one of two things. And one of the two things that I'm going to do is put Kristen back on the block.
This ends the veto meeting.
Here I am again for the third time. Hashtag block babe. Being on the block for the third time in a row, this time as a replacement nominee, kind of butthurt. I thought that Layla and I had a really good conversation this morning, and now being put up as a replacement, I'm just kind of like, kind of feel a little backdoored.
We gotta stop sleeping. And like,
I know, I'm
we gotta wake up.
Woo! I got a little hair of the dog, so I'm like starting to feel a little better.
Let me message you, Rich. Okay. I find myself this round, if my calculations are correct, Tay and Kristen on the block. A huge part of the house wants Tay gone. A huge part of the house wants Kristen gone. Layla as HOH, who I'm working with, wants Kristen gone. But Jamie and Lance, who I'm also working with, wants Tay gone. And it's 8 people voting.
A couple people have started dropping my name. They are targeting me as a threat. Heather especially, like I told her, yes, I am a game player, but it's too early for me to start making my moves. So I'm gonna wait a couple more weeks and then, yeah, we're gonna start seeing me play.
I would go to the final 2 with Tay right now, because I feel like that's someone that I can make strong moves with, but also someone I feel like I can compete with in the final 2 and have a chance against.
Honestly, I think you're both good, but I don't want to sit next to Kristen. So, because basically she's selling everyone else so far. My relationship with Tay isn't very developed. We kind of didn't really talk game. I had heard a bit last night that he had kind of thrown my name around to a couple people. I talked to him about it this morning. He said that wasn't the case. He just said that we hadn't really clicked and that he wasn't targeting me and that he was happy that I brought it up to him.
I do have an agenda here. I'm working with Jamie. Jamie's obviously a big threat. When it comes down to final 3 or final 2, he can take it easy. When get a few more weeks in, get the power players in, I want to try to. I'm just slowly trying to throw everything out so that when time comes, we can cut Jamie and get that number out because he's the biggest threat. And if I make it to final 2, I want it to be with someone that I know I have a chance with. Whereas when Jamie's up, Jamie's very good at social game. He's very good at jury maintenance, and that we gotta get those out. But if he knows this, I'm gone.
I'm hoping, if what people have been telling me on our little dates on the porch is true, that Kristen will finally be the one to go. 3rd time's a charm.
I just need 4.
My target is Tay, so I also was made aware this morning that he's throwing my name around. So not only is he my target, I want to orchestrate a blindside. I want everyone to tell him that they're saving him and then evict him because I haven't done anything against him and someone came to me today and said he was throwing my name out, so bye.
So, yeah, I mean, like, you can definitely have her vote by nominating. So, if she nominates, like, she's
yeah.
Just keep going. So I better play next time. But that ring was mine. 3rd time's the charm.
At this point, I don't know where everyone's, like, what direction they want to take. So they either want to make a bold move, which I feel like between Tay and myself, I think I would probably be a bigger threat because Tay's just kind of been under the radar the whole time. So I don't know what's going on, man. I honestly couldn't tell you.
It's week 4 in the Big Brother house, and just like I said, the tides have indeed turned. Layla and Heather, both first-time competition winners, have taken the house by surprise, leading from 2 first-time nominees to the return of Kristen to the nomination block. Will Season 6's hashtag block babe survive once again, or is Tay on his way out? Find out now, because this is Big Brother! Heather. Yes. You were nominated for the first time this week.
Yes.
And you won your first competition, saving yourself this week.
I did.
What did that feel like?
Probably one of the best feelings I've had in my life, and I never realized that it was gonna be that serious on here. like legit, like never knew that I could actually feel that in a game.
Okay, house guests, we do have a little piece of business with an eviction. Before we get to that, I have good news, bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Bad news.
Bad news. We're about to head into a double eviction. In the next hour, 2 of you will be leaving the Big Brother house. For the good news, jury. You will meet jury. Every single one of you will be at the finale. You all have a voice in who will be winning this game if it is not you. Kristen and Tay are on the block. In just a moment, house guests, you will send to the diary room to cast your votes to evict one of them, but they do have their final chance to put a plea to the house. I'll start with ladies first. Kristen.
Alright guys, here I am again on my throne. Honestly, I've just been playing a game, as it. It's what you see is what you get. I don't think that I'm particularly a threat. I haven't won a challenge yet. I'd like to continue to play so I can maybe win a come up. But I adore each and every one of you. I think you're all amazing. Whatever you choose to do, no hard feelings, I get it. It's a game. But yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Tay, that's the house.
Houseguests. First time being on sucks. I hate being on the couch. But obviously, most of you and all of you know my feelings. I'm here to play. I want to stay in the game. I'm a man of my word. I tend to keep every promise I make. I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Very good. Alright, so we will cast our votes to evict. Tim, you're on this couch. Yes. So we'll start with Jessica today.
Yes. Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome.
Hello, Jessica.
Hello, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict between Kristen and Tay.
This has been a really hard decision. But I think right now what's best for my game is to evict Tay. Sorry, Tay. Thanks.
Hi, Jamie.
Hello, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict between Kristen and Tay.
Tay, when you see this, you kind of dug your own grave with me. I vote to evict Tay.
Thank you, Jamie. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict between Kristen and Tay.
In order to be the last T standing, I vote to evict Tay.
Hello, Lance.
Hello, Julie. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Please cast your vote to evict between Kristen and Tay.
Okay. I sadly vote to evict Kristen. Love you.
Thank you.
The second time I fell on the stairs.
Hello. Please
Hey.
cast your vote to evict Kristen or Tay.
I vote to evict Tay.
Thank you.
Hi.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I'm sorry, but I vote to evict Tay.
Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
Hi, Becca.
Hello.
Please cast your vote to evict between Kristen and Tay.
I cast my vote to evict Kristen.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, please cast your vote to evict.
Well, thank you for confirming that Jalen and Lance are working with you, so I vote to evict Tay.
Thanks.
By a vote of 6 to 2, Tay has been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Congratulations on being the first jury member.
Thank you.
So, spill it. What happened this week?
I was honest about what I wanted in the game, and apparently they thought it was too big of a move, so I got in trouble for it. Because I'm gunning for Jamie. I have been from the beginning. That's why I was working so close with him. If he continues to run the house, it'll be him and Lance in the end, and it'll be a done deal.
Were you part of an alliance with any of them?
I thought I was. Guess not.
Did you have any strategy going into the game?
Just try and float until I make it to maybe next week or the week after, and then start playing the game, playing big, making moves, and unfortunately I just floated a little too hard and kind of faded in the background. You know, Layla made a good move by putting me in up, and I was hoping I'd get the veto, but it didn't, so it is what it is. There's no fault to her at all. She made a really good move, because I was gunning for her too, because we never really vibed before, until after she nominated me. But I'm happy with making it to jury. That was my goal.
It's a good goal. The jury's where it's at.
Yeah.
If you had to cast your vote right now for who would win, who would you pick?
Becca. Fantastic player. Knows what she's doing. She can do it with a straight face. So I really want to see Becca and Lance go far. So I wish the best for them. They need to get Jamie out. He's too much of a headstrong player, and cutting him would be the biggest twist in the game. It was definitely cool being on this side of it. The finale, oh my god, finale tomorrow will be an experience.
Yeah, I think that's going to be intense.
I definitely have my questions that I want to ask, so.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. I wish you luck,
Thank
and may the best house guest join you next.